Hello, welcome to this episode. My name is Dr. Lucas Shilua, and guess what we're going to be talking today? Today we're going to be talking about winning battles, fighting and wars and winning, not a nation against a nation, like war in a war. No, we're just going to be talking roughly in life. What's your philosophy about winning battles? From small battles to big battles. Are you a kind of a person like me that wants to win every argument, every misunderstanding? I gotta be right. And especially when I know that I am right. When I know that I know I am right. It's very hard to move me from that position. And that's what I want to discuss with you, of what I've been thinking of recent about that particular character. I'm a kind of a person that if I know that something is correct and I stand on where I am informed and I know that I am right, no matter what the cost of standing for that right may be, I will die on that hill. That is a kind of a person who I am, or I used to be. Every hill to me was big enough to die. And of recent, I've been thinking about that. With age also, I'm contemplating about that. And the big question that I'm asking myself, probably you're asking the same question yourself, is every battle worth it winning? Is every battle in your life worth it winning? I don't know about you, but I will tell you that winning is sweet. Isn't it nice to win? I told you so. I was correct. When I'm having a discussion with my wife, I always win. When I'm having a discussion with my kids, I always wanted to win. When I have my discussions with my colleagues, I'm always right. At any cost, I gotta be right. In anything, I've gotta be right. And especially when I'm informed, I know that I know about that thing. Probably I checked it or I researched it, and I know we are in a discussion or we're talking about something, and certain person is not informed about what he's talking about, and I know that I am informed about it. You know what? It will take a heavy blow to let me go when I bite into something and I say, this is how things should be, or this is how things are. But I've been thinking a lot of recent that, you know what? Probably certain things I can let them go if the price of peace, if the price of peace is relatively low compared to the price of the battle, the damages, the collateral damage, and all that is going to entail to win this battle. If I'm going to lose a lot, then I would say, you know what? Let me not win for the sake of peace. So if the battle is so expensive, and I'm thinking that, you know what? I cannot pay the cost and the price for fighting. Probably it's cheaper to look at the terms of peace. And that is what I'm doing these days. I analyze the situation and I ask myself, what if I lose here? Who really wins? And I'm realizing these days, if I just let go, if I just allow myself to be a loser, I win a lot. And I go home peacefully and I can sleep peacefully. I used to think and rethink of how I'm going to argue this case and go collect some more data and bring some more facts and then say this person said this in this particular year and it supports what I'm thinking. And I just wanted to win at any cost. And guess what? I won so many battles, but very few wars. So there is a problem here. You can win a battle, but you lose a war. And not every battle is worth it fighting. There are certain battles we let them go. We allow ourselves to lose. Why? Because we know overall we win a war. We win a person. We win a friendship. We win a relationship by letting them win the battle and letting them feel that they are a valuable member of a relationship, or they are a valuable member of a community, or of whatever project we're doing. Sometimes I let go my ideas just to let my colleague feel that they are contributing. Sometimes I go back home and I say, you know what? Probably that was too dumb. Probably I could not negotiate more. Probably I could not convince that person more. But I'm realizing, you know what? You are winning more by letting others win. And you are losing less by losing more. Does it make sense? My wife used to tell me this. When you play any kind of a game, let's say I'm playing chess or I'm playing checkers or whatever I'm playing, I would always want to win. He used to tell me, let them win. And I took the advice of my wife. When I go play, sometimes I play tennis and I'm playing with somebody that I know probably I am in a higher rank than him. Many times these days, I let that person win, and then their confidence and their courage get boosted, and they will love to play with me. Why? Because I let them win. And then there are times I surprise them from now and then. They know that there is a challenge here, but we win a war sometimes by losing a battle. Okay? And not, I think there is a general, I don't remember who is this particular general, who said that not every hill is high enough for me to die. Was it a hill or a mountain? He said, not every mountain, not every hill is high for me to die. So there are certain battles we let ourselves lose in order to win the war. There are certain hills, they are so low, we're not going to spend a lot of energy trying to win that and win that. Some people believe that to win a war, you have to win so many battles. I tend to agree and sometimes to disagree with that. There are certain wars we win by allowing ourselves to lose in certain areas. You give your enemy a sense that they are winning, and then you ambush them, and then you strategically go in the key areas that you know that these are high enough of a mountain for us to wage a war or to wage a battle. Does it resonate with you? Does it make any sense? Tell me, what do you think about your attitude towards winning? Are there some time you allow yourself to lose in order to win? Are you looking at it in a bigger picture rather than a microscopic small picture? If we focus our minds on a small picture and we want to win every argument, many times we are losing a big picture. A big picture is, what about the relationship? What about the organizational goal? What about the vision of this company? Sometimes we've got to let it go. Sometimes we've got to let our ego go down, and let others win. Give credit to somebody else. Are you a kind of a person that struggles to give credit to somebody else? Are you secured enough to let everybody feel or think that you are wrong, while deep inside you, you know that you're right? You know that you're right, but you want to compromise your position if the cost of you winning is going to be so high, it's going to damage other things. Are you willing to let it go? There is a difference between leaders and managers. Managers have to be right in everything that they do. Sometimes leaders or visionaries, vision bearers, they approach things in a different way. They look at things in a bigger picture. They kind of like look at the whole organization, all parts of the organization. And you know what? Sometimes you don't have to be right all the time. Sometimes your managers will want to be right. And I've learned these days, I let them be right and let me be wrong. And they feel a sense of belonging and bringing a valuable contribution to the organization. And that's why they're there. They're not always right. Sometimes, yes, I put my foot down. I say, you know what? This is how things are, and I would really want things to go this way. But many times, I let them tell me what they feel that is the right way of doing things. Even if I have to compromise, I know that it is not right, but they will learn in the process, or we will all learn in the process. Do you want to win every battle? I don't know about you. These days, I don't want to win all battles. I let go. I just let it go. If it is too expensive to win, I don't fight at all. And you will look at me and say, this guy is crazy. His rights are being violated. There's a time I had to let my rights even go because I didn't want to fight, because the cost of that fight was so high, and the victory, the value of the victory was so small, just to boost up my ego. And I said, no, I'm not gonna fight. And I looked like a wimpy. And I say, you know what? I'm old enough. And there was a time it was a physical altercation. Somebody really wanted to attack me. I was in a public transport, and I don't remember, it has been years now. And this person started arguing with me, and he really wanted to fight. And I looked at him. You know what I told him? I said, I'm too old to fight. I've already fought when I was a young guy, when I was strong and powerful. I fought so many times, and I have finished all my fights. I only have one fight remaining, And when I fight that fight, I will fight and I will make sure that I win at any cost. That's exactly what I told him. And I was in the bus, and everybody in the bus started laughing. And this guy felt so stupid because he was very confrontative, and I was not confrontative at all. And I was looking at him in a very submissive way, and I say, you know what, sir? I have finished all my fights when I was a young man. When I was in my teenage and my 20 age, I fought a lot, and I have finished all my quarter of fighting. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight with you. And people around me were like, you can easily punch this person, only one punch, and this guy will just go on the floor. I looked at him, his weight compared to my weight, and looking at his stance, I knew I'm gonna knock him out within few seconds. But the cost of fighting, the cost of that victory was so much compared to the terms of peace. Who goes into war without counting the cost? And if you know that it's going to cost you too much to get into a battle, why don't you just ask for the peace terms? What are the terms for peace? And then you retreat. And if you can live with the terms for peace, go for them. And that's what I am doing these days. And guess what? I'm so happy. I argue less, I win less, but overall, I win more of important things that I want to win. Let me know if that philosophy helps you, but for me, it's helping me a lot. And I believe that it's going to also help you. Not every battle is worth it fighting. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.